What's up people, Dobswills is right here and welcome to a top 10. It's been a long time since we did a top 10 and as you guys know, this is Japanese related because you guys already know I am in Japan right now. If you guys would know, I might be saying it on Twitter or on Facebook and that I have actually arrived, pretty much. I'm probably around about in midway through the first week. I don't know how I'm going to record this lot and everything. But today is the top 10, right? And you might be thinking, what are you going to do for top 10 related? Well, you said that you were going to say your top 10 things that you're going to do in Japan because pretty much you're going to record it. So there's no need to do that. But I did say something about food / drinking. Well, easy enough, I couldn't do a top 10 about drinks, could I? Because the only thing I'll be drinking over there would be pretty much water, my Coca-Cola, my Ramone, which is absolutely delicious by the way, and sake. Pretty much, because sake is probably the #1 drink I always have when I go to Japan. I don't drink any of the vodkas or the whiskies or anything like that because I know I get absolutely trashed. That with a bit of soda water is perfectly fine for me. I get pissed out of it, definitely I do get drunk out of it, but tolerable that I do not get a hangover. But it depends on what happens this year, you know what I mean? But so I decided to do myself my top 10 foods in Japan. These are things I actually did eat over there, and I've actually ate over here too. So sit back and relax because I'm going to tell you the top 10 foods I ate in Japan, and actually will go and absolutely eat again when I go over there. This is not sponsored. Anyway, let's get into this, shall we? So, number 10 is a very simple one because everyone has it every time they go to anywhere. That's fast food. It's simple. It's easy. It's something that if you guys go to any type of country and you are not really fond of the food, fast food is the way for you. When I firstly landed, the first thing I was craving was Burger King. And you guys knew that right away. I went to the closest Burger King we could find, and that was actually, guess what? It was near Akihabara. Duh. They were all literally, Akihabara was filled with all the fast food restaurants, including Wendy's. But, yeah, but pretty much the fast food I'm always eyeing for when I'm in Japan, it's gotta be KFC. You might be thinking, oh, whoa. What about McDonald's? The egg menu, that is amazing. Yeah, but I'm not really fond of cooked egg. It's something I'm not really fond of. I don't like the texture. I don't like the taste either. It's just, it's horrible. But McDonald's is okay, but it's nothing really I could talk about. Burger King as well, that's actually quite nice as well, but not a lot to talk about it. But KFC, there's so much about that for fast food in Japan. Compare it back over the United Kingdom, because in the United Kingdom, our KFC is absolutely disgusting nowadays, because it's always stayed sitting on this like heat venue all day long. It's starting to get oily, get greasy, and it's got like, ugh, it literally makes you feel like you want to be sick later on. Even Dixie's actually better. Even when I'm pissed in the clubs in the United Kingdom, I go to Dixie's and that actually tastes better than KFC nowadays. There's that thing about it. But KFC in Japan, it is crispy, it is hot, it is juicy, mouth-watering, and also it's the main staple in Japan for Christmas dinner. Yeah, what? Yeah, that is true. They have KFC for Christmas. Don't ask me why, they just do. So there's that. So pretty much number 10, gotta be KFC fast food. Oh, it's delicious. Super juicy. Number 9 might be a shocker for you guys, and that is sushi. Right, now let me tell you now. My palate is different to everyone's palate. There is some things I cannot stand, and that is the taste of the ocean. I do not like things that are extremely salty, like, you know, like I always say, fish. I am not really a big massive fan of fish, but I have been growing into eating a bit of fish. I don't mind my cod, I don't mind a little bit of plaice. It is a bit fishy sometimes, but I can actually tolerate it. But I've been trying and crawl into sushi, and some sushi is actually really darn good. I've had an argo, which is conger eel. That is really succulent and firm and hardly any fishiness taste. But there is some things that I will never go after, and that is uni, which is a sea urchin, salmon to be also put down. But I would go after chutoro or otoro, which is fatty tuna and mid-fatty tuna. And I also would like that to have like half grilled because I like to have the bit of the rawness and the bit of the cookedness. It's quite tasty. But also another thing for rice, there is some rice places in Japan that within the sushi they add vinegar in it, and oh my god, I hate vinegar. I hate vinegar with a passion. It's the worst thing to have in your food. It's disgusting. It's like ugh. So pretty much I try my hardest to try and find sushi restaurants that actually have less vinegar in their rice, and there is some that actually do not have any vinegar in their rice, like normal standard sticky rice with your good old sushi and everything, but they'll big massive high-end restaurants always have vinegar in them. I don't know why, it's just disgusting, but still I do have my hunger to have some sushi over there whenever I have a feel like to do it, but I will eat it again. It's quite nice. Number 8 on the other hand is something that I always try and do every night when I'm going around Japan, and that is the street food. The street food is beautiful. It is perfection for the crowds. If you guys do not have a lot of money to go to the restaurants, the high-end restaurants, you know the ones that cost like over £100 to have your meal, exactly, I'm saying the truth because I've done it before. The street food is the way to go. You can have so much stuff there. You can have yourself Kobe beef, to be honest, on a skewer for around about $3 or around about $3, maybe around about £5. It's around about that era to have it, but you only get like very, very thin slices, so there's that. They have some sweet stuff, they have the savoury, and also you have your decorative pastries and everything. But if you guys do not understand what I mean about street food, go and look it up on YouTube too. And the main one I'm telling you right now to definitely go and research for street food, go and check out Sticky Dumpling. He is the man for street food because he's done it and he'll do it all the time. So definitely check him out if you want to know a lot more about street food. It's just I can't even explain what street food is like in Japan. It's just, oh my god, it's beautiful. It's delicious. If they brought the food over here in the United Kingdom, I wouldn't even cook at all anymore. I just go out in the streets and eat. I won't care if I'm sitting next to a bum. I'll just be eating my chicken katsu or my tofu skins with a bit of soya sauce, anything like that. It's just, oh, it's beautiful. Well, that's my number 8. So if you really want to know a lot more about street food, go and check out Sticky Dumpling. He's a good YouTuber. Number 7 is something, it's like, nowadays in the United Kingdom, they have it as a starter. But in Japan, they can actually have it as a main course. And that is gyoza. You might not understand what gyoza is, or gyoza. I don't know how to pronounce it. I say it's gyoza or guza. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. It's spelled with G-Y-O-Z-A. And pretty much it's a dumpling. A small dumpling. It's around about that big and everything, but you get a good amount of them. But there actually is one to make a big massive one, but it's around about 10,000 yen to have it. So that is quite expensive. But it's mainly you can have it steamed or it's fried, and they have some good juicy goodness inside them. You can have duck in it, you can have a bit of beef, like there must be brisket if I remember, chicken, and then they have some weird veggie one, which is, it's something I do not like. I don't like veggie, you know that. I mean, I'm more of a eating meat. But it's so super delicious, and you guys already know me which one I would pick, steamed or fried. It's gotta be freaking fried. Look at me, big belly man. So yeah, gyoza for number 7. It's beautiful, it's delicious. I can't say it anymore. Everything was delicious in Japan that I was eating. So now that's pretty much, I've been eating a lot of savoury. But number 6 has got to be something sweet. And my god, it's sweet. And that is the ice cream. Oh my god. The most creamiest, most sweetest, most decorative ice cream in the universe I've ever tasted. And I'm actually facing it against Red Boat in Wales. And the ice cream of Hotel Chocolate, and even the ice cream in Thornton's Chocolate. This is the best, and they have hundreds, and I mean hundreds of flavours in one store, and I will be going back to it and actually filming it this time, because they have over, I think it was 8 or 9 flavours on one corner, and it's like that big. It's massive. And I'll show you a picture too. I'm showing you pictures either way, but oh my god, it's beautiful. You got matcha flavour, you have soya milk, There's red bean paste, there's mung bean paste, there's vanilla, there's your chocolate, there's your strawberry. They have everything, people. And literally my favourite flavour, it's got to be the classic vanilla with matcha. The matcha is beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love it. And I also have that for my tea. I don't drink tea actually, and I don't even drink coffee. But if I need to drink something that's a bit warm and a bit hotty, it's got to be a bit of matcha tea. It's beautiful. But that's pretty much, number 6 is my ice cream. I love it. Number 5, with the ice cold, you gotta go for the nice bowl of hot soup of a broth. And to me, I do not like soup. But when you add some noodles in it, you got yourself some ramen. Oh my boy, that is beautiful. A lot of people do not like ramen. My mum, to be honest, doesn't like ramen. And I know why. Because they have an ingredient called dashi in it. And dashi is like a fermented fish-based ingredient. And some places use it, some places don't. But the place that we went to, they had it. And I tasted it and it weren't that pleasant. So I like to have my ramen light and porky than fishy. But everybody knows ramen is made with miso and everything, so it's going to be a bit fishy and all that lot, but you can make ramen porky much less than fishy. So there's that. But also connecting with ramen, I like soba noodles too. Soba noodles is more of a thicker strand of noodles. You can actually have thicker noodles or thin noodles for ramen, but soba is completely different because it's a lot more of a texture and it's a lot lighter to my thoughts. I think it's a lot lighter than ramen because ramen, it makes you full and it's massive. I think soba is smaller than ramen, if I would say, but if I had to fight between one of the two, if I want to fill up really quickly, I go for ramen. If I want to go and have a light dinner or a light lunch, I gotta go for soba. So there's that for number 5. Number 4, back onto the fryness again, tempura. Oh boy, that is tasty. It is beautiful. It's crispy. It's light. If I ever went to a fish and chip shop in the United Kingdom and I asked them, I don't want that crappy batter that you have on that cod, put some tempura batter on that. A lot of places don't do it because it's like, it's so easy to screw up. And it's true, it's easy to screw up. But they have it perfected in Japan. Nice standard flour, water and eggs. That's all you need. And it's like the fluffiest batter of the world. And I've had what was the fish again? I think it was eel that I had as a tempura. And I had some of the veggies like aloes roots in tempura and a few little things like that. It's beautiful, but I need to try more tempura restaurants because I didn't really go to an actual tempura restaurant. I went to a place that actually ordered a bit of tempura with the side order of your food, so that was delicious, but I like to try it hard on in an actual restaurant. So, but them little tastes of tempura in them little random restaurants blew me away. But there is something that's actually more in my line of eating than tempura. And that's katsu / kushikatsu. They're both almost the same but different. Katsu is something that I have that is massive, like pork katsu or chicken katsu. You can have it with your curry or anything like that, but I do not like it with my curry. Ew, it's disgusting. I like to have it with a bowl of rice. Oh, that is something different. That is beautiful. But also there's kushikatsu, which is fried ingredients on a stick. Same thing like tempura, but it's on a stick. You can eat, they fry up anything that's on a stick. So they fry oysters, cheese, sausages, quail eggs. They do fry the lot, people. And there is a famous place that does kushikatsu in Japan, and I'm trying my hardest to try and get into one of them as well. But once again, it's something that is succulent. It's cooked to perfection. It's golden brown. You can say it's crossed between a schnitzel and a very breaded mushroom. You know, the garlic breaded mushrooms that we have over here, them very crispy breaded shells. It's just like that, but a lot lighter and a lot crispier. So there's that. But there's 2 more left. Number 2, it's got to be something sweet. And I always try and get my hands on them when I'm in the United Kingdom. And the only place I can get them is in a Chinese restaurant or a Chinese market in Manchester. And that is the good old mochi. Oh my goodness, that is so damn delicious, people. The mochi is made out of rice flour, and it is pounded. You see a clip right here. They're like that. Ah! They're whacking it with some brute force to make this mochi sticky, stretchy, and light. But also they make it damn dense with the filling. You can have mung bean paste, matcha flavour, cream custard, chocolate. I mainly have the chocolate one sometimes, but oh my god, that's so delicious. I can taste it in my mouth right now. And I'll tell you what, when I go back to Manchester again, I'm going to buy myself some more of them mochis. They're beautiful. But if I need to go back to Japan, on which flavour I'll try this time when I go back to Japan, it's going to be trying the green tea one, because I didn't try the green tea one, and the cream custard. Cream custard might be the one I have to taste the most, because I love the custard cream. I had one of them fishes that they had in the street food in Akihabara. That was beautiful too, and I knew how sweet it was. It was that tasty. But what is number 1? Well, before I say what it is, let's go through the top 10 one more time. Number 10 was KFC fast food. Number 9, sushi. 8, the street foods. Remember, sticky dumpling. Number 7, guzya or gyoza. Number 6, ice cream. Number 5, ramen / soba noodles. Number 4, tempura. Number 3, kushikatsu. Number 2, mochi. But what is number 1? Well, if you guys knew me from last year when I went to Japan, I'm sorry about the camera, I must have thrown it to something else. There we go. I am sorry, I'm failing up today. And it's easy enough, it's Kobe beef. What else can I say? Kobe beef is the high-end 5-star Ferrari of beef. You might be thinking Kobe beef is the same as Wagyu. It is, but there is a difference. A small percentage of Wagyu beef has been ranked the highest of the quality of fat content, and if it is, it's classed as Kobe beef, which is the high-end cut. It's the most expensive beef, yes. You probably costing it around about £100 to £200 to maybe even £300 a piece. I paid the cheapest one, which was around about A4 to maybe a low A5. But it still tasted like a knife through butter. It is succulent, it is juicy, 3 bites and it's gone. It's the most nom 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 nom. It's tasty. Literally, I'm drooling right now of the thought of Kobe beef once again. So if you guys really think, and you guys might say, oh, I've tried Kobe beef in the United Kingdom. You guys are lying, because I'll tell you now, Kobe beef you cannot get in the United Kingdom. Japan restrict it very secretly because it's that damn important to their culture. You can get Wagyu beef, of course you can. You might be thinking that because Kobe beef is Wagyu beef, but it's not. Think that. All Kobe beef is Wagyu, but not all Wagyu is Kobe. It's like a riddle. You'll figure it out. But that's the end of the top 10, people. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm still over there in the rising sun, eating away, singing, drinking, hunting for games, playing Yu-Gi-Oh!, playing Pokemon, in the arcade, and also into the good old clubs, dancing the night away. The people on the salute goes to you guys for subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time. Sayonara!